I desire to bring you guys excellent news. This is the chemotherapy. This is the cancer eating itself. And it's so excellent that when I first saw this, I assumed that it had to be satire. From Arizona State University, the Grievance Studies Department, we have the Black Male Privilege Checklist. 1, I don't have to choose my race over my sex in political matters. Oh, you don't have the oppression of being a black female. That puts you in the privilege class, apparently. 2, when I read African American history textbooks, I will learn mainly about black men. I guess we should have had Martin Luther King Jr., not Martin. Or maybe a trans individual, except that they didn't exist until very, very recently in any number that could create anything or destroy anything, which is pretty much what they're doing. Just think, we could have had black trans sex workers. Support them, people. 3, when I live about the civil rights movement and the Black Power movement, most of the leaders I will learn about will be black men. Well, when you're a grievance studies major, you have to reuse your content in order to get the most out of it. It's like the Indians using every part of the buffalo, except that this is using the same part twice. Number 4, I can rely on the fact that in the near 100-year history of national civil rights organizations such as the NAACP and the Urban League, virtually all of the executive directors have been male. Yeah, you're using that part of the buffalo way too many times, people. Come on, be creative. You're college students. You can do this. I have faith in you. Up the grievance level. Look into your hearts and you can find what you have to be sour about, what you have to be miserable about. This does not work for me. Come on, people. Let's take a look at number 5. I will be taken more seriously as a political leader than black women. Does the author of this grievance paper hate being a woman? It certainly feels that way. She feels a lot of enmity towards men. I'm going to bet that this woman is a lesbian. Number 6, despite the substantial role that black women played in the civil rights movement and the Black Power movement, currently there is no black female that is considered a race leader. You know that a black woman was nominated to the Supreme Court because, and this is directly from Joe Biden's mouth, because she was a black female?
I've made no decision except one. The person I will nominate will be someone with extraordinary qualifications, character, experience, and integrity. And that person will be the first black woman ever nominated to the United States Supreme Court.
Doesn't that take away from your grievance? Are you going to mention this in number 8, that this is something to be grateful for? Of course not. Leftists aren't grateful for about anything. Number 7, I can live my life without ever having read black feminist authors or knowing about black women's history or black women's issues. That's because nobody cares. Number 8, I can be part of a black libertarian organization like the Black Panther Party, where an out rapist, Eldridge Cleaver, can assume leadership position. Well, don't worry, y'all have racist leader Ayanna Pressley, who's an out-and-out racist, leading the black female movement. All of this is centered against men. This is the war on men coming from the black female perspective, demonizing their black men that have been successful enough or charismatic enough to have been in leadership of various organizations that they're clearly jealous of. This is Grievance Studies Extended, and that's the good news, like I was telling y'all. This means that the snake is eating itself. The cancer is devouring the other cancer cells. It's no longer that you're oppressed because you're black. No, 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 no. We have to put a special pedestal for the black females to step on in the oppression Olympics. The hierarchy, they can look down from Mount Oppression, the black female. Well, what about the black female privilege from the perspective of a black trans little person? They're going to say the same things about you, and I encourage it. Let them. Grievance eats itself. You leftists are going to devour yourselves because you are miserable cunts. That's just the reality. And I applaud you. Keep it up. Just be a little bit more creative so we can have more fun with this next time. Please. That's all I ask. I hope it's not too much.